Welcome, namaste. It's going to be a gentle practice, a little bit of asana, a little bit of movement, and a little bit of a meditative practice. Find a comfortable seated position, cross-legged if that's comfortable. You can always elevate your seat by placing a blanket or a towel or a pillow under your seat. Sit up tall, lengthen your spine, draw the shoulder blades down your back, close your eyes if you feel comfortable doing so. Before you do anything else, just take a moment to fully arrive on your mat in your practice. Bring awareness to your body. Take a quick scan of your body from the top of your head all the way down to your toes. Just notice how your body feels. Slowly start bringing your awareness to your breath. In the beginning, again, just observe your breath. Don't change it yet. Just notice what the breath is like right now at the beginning of the practice. Notice the length of the inhales and the exhales. Notice where you feel the breath. You may feel it in the nostrils as the air goes in and out. You may feel it in the back of the throat, maybe in the chest or the belly as they expand on an inhale, collapse on an exhale. Notice, where is most of the breath going? Is it going mostly into the upper part of the chest? Or is it going also into the lower part of the chest, maybe even the abdomen? When I breathe into the upper part of the chest, the breath tends to be short and shallow. And when that's the case, usually the mind tends to be maybe stressed out, maybe busy, maybe hurried. When we breathe into the lower part of the chest, when you feel the belly expand on an inhale, collapse on an exhale, the breath automatically tends to be longer and deeper. And when that breath is longer and deeper, the mind tends to be calmer, more relaxed, at ease. So yet, slowly start deepening your breath. Lengthen your inhales. Lengthen your exhales. Try to keep the inhales and the exhales about equally long. To do a breathing technique together that builds on what we just did, keeping the inhales about equally long, deepening the breath. The name of this breathing technique is calming breathing. It helps us calm the mind. The count is 6-2-6, which means that you inhale on a count of 6. You pause just for about 2 seconds at the top, and then you exhale again on a count of 6. I will guide you through the first few rounds with this count. After that, you will continue on your own. If the count 6-2-6 does not work for you, you can always make it shorter, 4-2-4, maybe a longer 8-2-8. Let's begin together by calibrating the breath. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale all the air out. Begin now. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause at the top, suspend the breath. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause at the top. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Suspend the breath at the top. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continue on your own. Exhale, resume normal breathing. If you can maintain a similar rhythm of the breath, long inhale, short pause at the top, long exhale, without counting the length of the breath. Bring your hands to your heart. If you want to set an intention or a dedication for your practice today. Release your hands back down to your thighs. Open your eyes when you're ready. We're going to start warming up the body with a few circles for the neck. Start by bringing your chin towards your chest. Turn your head over to one side. Bring your head back. All around. Circular motion. You shouldn't feel any pain during this movement. Don't force anything. One more. And now reverse the direction with circles. Circle in this direction. Bring your head back to a neutral position. Keep your hands on your knees. Take a few rounds of cat and cow from a seated position. On an inhale, open your chest, lift your chest up, open collarbones. Maybe you'll look up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, round your back, pull the belly back, look down towards your belly. Do that a few more times. On an inhale, open, look up. As you exhale, round the spine, look down towards your belly. Inhale, lift your chest up. As you exhale, round the spine. Come back to a more or less neutral spine. Take a few circles with your torso. Bring your torso forward and down, over to one side, all the way back around in a circular manner. If you like, you can add a cat and cow to this movement as you go back round the spine. As you come forward, arch your back. Let's do one more in this direction. And then reverse the direction. To a neutral spine. Change the position if you need to. We're going to be here for another moment. Lift the shoulders out to your ears. Roll them back, down your back. Bring the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Reverse the direction. Bring the shoulders down, back, Extend the arms alongside the ears. Look up, reach up. Exhale, release the arms all the way back down. 2 more. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, release them down. 1 more. On an inhale, arms reach up. This time as you exhale, twist to the right. Bring the left hand in front of you onto the mat, right hand behind you. Keep your fingertips down, all the way down on the mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine again. Exhale, if you can, twist a little deeper. Your next inhale, come back to center. Arms reach up towards the sky. Exhale, twist to the other side. 1 hand in front of you, 1 hand behind you. Stay where you are. Inhale, lengthen your spine again. Exhale, twist just a little deeper. Come back to center. Arms reach up towards the sky again. Look up and then release the hands all the way back down. Keep the legs as they are. Walk your hands forward and fold over your legs. I like to stay on the fingertips. Shoulders may stay lifted. And add some movement here. You can sway from side to side. Maybe you will walk the hands all the way to one side. Pause there for a breath or two. And then walk the hands all the way to the other side if you're doing this variation. Come back to center. Lift your torso up. One last thing here. Place your hands behind you. Your fingers may point back to the side or towards your hips. Your feet stay down to the mat, maybe even the knees. Lift the hips up. Press the hips forward and up. Allow your head to go back if that feels comfortable. And lower your hips all the way back down. Now switch to crossing of your legs so your other foot is in front. Walk the hands forward again. Fold over your legs. Same options here. You can stay where you are. Maybe add some movement. Gently swaying from side to side. Maybe walk the hands to one side. Keep the hips heavy. Even out the sides. To center. Lift your torso up. One last thing here. Place your hands behind you. Lift your hips up. Gently press the hips forward and up. Open your chest and allow your head to go back if that feels good. Bring your hips all the way back down. Then bring the knees up. One of the knees up towards the ceiling. Uncross your legs. I'm going to lower down onto the back. Lower down onto your back, hug the knees into your chest. Rock from side to side here. Now lower your left foot down to the mat. You can start with the left knee bent, left foot fully planted. Extend the right leg up towards the ceiling. Then clasp your hands behind that right thigh. Interlace your fingers. Allow that right thigh to move further away from your chest. From here, bend and straighten that right leg a few times. If you straighten the opposite leg, the stretch might be a little more intense. You can try that variation. The next time your right leg is straight, keep it straight, point and flex that right foot. Take a few circles with the ankle. Reverse the direction with circles. Release that. Hug the knee into your chest. Bring the right thigh as close to the chest as possible so the belly and the right thigh are possibly connected. Keep your right knee where it is in space. Don't let the knee move away from your chest. And then from here, work on straighten the right leg. You may not be able to extend it fully. And then bend again. Straighten as much as you can and bend. Again, make sure that the thigh does not move away from your chest and it stays as close to your chest as possible. Now straighten the leg as much as you comfortably can so you feel the stretch, but it's not painful. The stretch should now be in the belly of that muscle of the hamstrings. And then release that. Bend the right knee, hug the knee into your chest. Place your right hand onto your right knee and start guiding the right knee out to the side. Imagine imagine you bring the right knee towards your right armpit. The left leg may stay straight or bent. If your left knee is bent, if you feel that your left hip is lifting up, let that left knee turn out to the side. So use that left leg as counterbalance so that the hips stay fully grounded. Or keep the left leg straight. Either way is good. The right leg is still turned out to the side. From here, bring your right arm to the inside of your right leg, and then grab the shin, ankle, the foot, maybe the big toe with the peace fingers, inside or outside of the foot, and transition into half happy baby pose. In your half happy baby, that right foot, the sole of the foot is facing the ceiling. The shin is more or less perpendicular to the mat, and your ankle is over the right knee. You still draw the right knee towards the right armpit. And rebend your right knee again. This time place your left hand to the outside right knee. Open the right arm out to the side like a cactus arm or like a T. Then guide the right knee across the body. When we're going for this twist, you may be able to shift your hips over to the right and then take the right knee across to the left. If possible, keep the right shoulder down on the mat. Come back to center. Bring both knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. And now lower your right foot down to the mat. Interlace your fingers behind that left thigh. Right leg bent or straight, whichever option you did before. Bend and straighten that left leg. For this first variation, the thigh stays further away from the chest. Keep the left leg straight, point, and flex the foot. Take a few circles with the ankle. Reverse the direction. Bend your left knee again. Hug the left knee tightly into your chest. If possible, the thigh and the belly come all the way to touch. From here, work on straightening that left leg. You may not be able to extend the leg fully. Most people can't. So don't force it. You just straighten the leg as much as you comfortably can. So you feel the stretch, but again, it should not be painful. Don't let the left knee move away from your chest. Straighten the left leg as much as you can. Hold it there for a moment. The thigh stays close to the chest. And then release again. Bend the left knee. Place your left hand onto the left knee. Hug the knee towards your chest and open the knee out to the side, like you bring the knee towards your armpit. Right leg may stay straight, or you can bend it and turn the right knee out to the side. That would be an option too. Stays grounded so it's not lifting up. Bring your left arm to the inside of your left leg. Grab the shin, the ankle, inside or outside the foot, big toe, whatever feels comfortable. And then transition into your half happy baby pose. Sole the left foot is going to face the ceiling. The heel is over that knee. Shin is perpendicular to the floor. You're drawing the knee towards the armpit or towards the floor, towards the mat. Outside of your armpit. If your right hip is lifting up, simply bend the knee, turn your right knee out to the side so that the right hip stays fully grounded. Rebend your left knee. Place your right hand to the outside of the left knee. You may be able to shift your hips a little to the left and then take the left knee across to the right. Open the left arm left arm could be bent or straight. If it feels comfortable for your neck, you can look towards your left hand to add the rotation in the cervical spine in your neck. Come back to center. Bring both knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. Keep both knees bent. Bring your arms in between your legs. Wrap the ankles, the feet. Full happy baby. Same thing we did on one side only. Now we're going to do both sides at the same time. Feel free to add some movement here. You can rock from side to side. You can try straightening one leg at a time, or maybe even both. If possible, keep your lower back and your hips on the mat. Sometimes they tend to lift up and they feel like a good stretch, but you're potentially putting a lot of strain onto their lower back. So think about your tailbone lengthening towards the front of the mat. Keep your knees bent to about a 90-degree angle, but let go of the feet and place your hands instead onto your inner knees. Hands go onto the inner knees. So it's still sort of like happy baby pose, but your thighs move further away from your chest. Hands on the inner knees and very gently. You don't even have to push. If you just rest your hands on those inner knees or maybe inner thighs, that additional weight together with grounding will help you go deeper into that stretch. Your knees are aligned here with the hips. Shins are still parallel to one another, and the center are pretty much parallel to the floor as well. There's a stretch for the inner thighs, for the adductors. When you're ready to come out of this pose, place your hands to the outside of your knees and guide the knees back together. Lower the feet down to the mat, where the knees point up towards the ceiling. From here, turn these out to the side, so you're in a butterfly position, Baddha Konasana, Supta Baddha Konasana. You could stay here for your final relaxation, or if you want to straighten the legs, but see what you can keep the thighs where they are in space and straighten the legs from there. Open the arms out to the side or maybe alongside the ears. Find a position that's comfortable. If this is not a comfortable position, you can always roll over onto one side, even onto your belly, or maybe come up into a seated position where we started the practice. The only requirement is that you're comfortable. Unlock the jaw, unfurl your brows, release any tension from your facial muscles. Allow your body to be heavy, to sink into the mat, and to relax. And slowly start scanning through your body, consciously relaxing every single part of your body. Start with your toes. One by one, relax all of them. Your feet, your ankles, shins and calves and your knees, all are loose and relaxed. Your hips, the whole pelvic region, loose and relaxed. Your lower back, middle back, upper back, and neck, loose and relaxed. Your shoulders, the upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, both hands, and all 10 fingers, loose and relaxed. Chest is light, belly soft. Soften the expression in your face and relax. Start bringing awareness back to your breath. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Start bringing gentle movement back into your body. Move your fingers, your toes. Roll your head from side to side. Send your arms alongside your ears. Bring your legs together, take a full body stretch. Then bend your knees, bring them into your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs. Roll over onto one side. Then help yourself come back up to a seated position. Keep your eyes closed just for another moment. Body. Notice what has changed since the beginning of the practice. Check in with your mind. Notice any changes there. Maybe a change in your mood or your energy level. Bring your hands to your heart. And together we bow out of our practice. Namaste.